Hey folks, welcome to Mr. P's Film Review again. I'm here with another review of Dumbo, the live-action remake of the classic 1940s film, starring Eva Green, Colin Farrell, and this film was directed by Tim Burton, and it reunites him with his Batman Returns co-stars Danny DeVito and Michael Keaton, who he worked with 27 years earlier. This film is a loose remake of a classic animated cartoon, and in it tells the story of Dumbo, the adorable baby elephant with huge ears who is able to fly. Now, it retains that element of the story, but there's also a backstory where Dumbo starts getting famous, he starts getting a lot of notoriety, and he's then picked out by an unscrupulous businessman played by Michael Keaton who's got other intentions for him. And there's also a backstory of a family, of a soldier who's come back from the war to reunite with his children and try to rebuild his life. And this soldier is played by Colin Farrell. This is one of 4 live-action remakes that Disney has planned. The first one being Beauty and the Beast. They've got Aladdin coming out soon. They've got Lion King. And for me, the debate that I've always had with this is it really worth doing a live-action remake of an animation film when the animated film can still stand and hold its own? And if you were to release it today, I think it will still be as popular now as it was back then. Having said that, having watched this film, I can easily say that it was an enjoyable experience. It didn't add nothing new to it, but it was an enjoyable film based upon the charismatic performances of the actors. Colin Farrell and Eva Green were on fine form. Danny DeVito, as always, he does only what Danny DeVito can do. That is, he lights up the screen. He's engaging, he's very, very charismatic, and I thought he was on excellent form as the circus lead. I did have a problem with Michael Keaton's casting as the unscrupulous businessman. I thought that he was a bit miscast in this film, and I thought that the role could have been played better by somebody else. Michael Keaton, when you give him a role to do, he can do it very, very well. He can do dark very well, as you saw him do in the Batman films. He can play comedic very, very well, as you saw him did in the other guys. This film, his character is a bit outrageous and a bit over the top, and I thought seeing Michael Keaton in that role, it just didn't suit him. I felt that it could have been played better by somebody else. Also, this film was directed by Tim Burton, and Tim Burton has got an incredible eye for detail and for visual flair. And this film is stunning. Visually stunning. This film reunites him with his Batman Returns co-star Danny Elfman, who composes a really, really good score that complements the film really, really well. And the adorable computer-generated elephant of Dumbo, I thought it was just adorable. And that was one of the high points of the film for me. Okay, here I am, showing them big kid at all, but I thought it was really, really well done. And it doesn't add anything new, and there are parts where, even though there are little sub-stories in this film, it doesn't have the heart of the original film, but it still does contain elements that the film was trying to pass on in terms of, don't allow anything to stop you. You can do anything you want, irrespective of who you are, what you look like. There are no musical compositions in this film, as there were in the classic animated film, but I think that if families go to watch this film, there will be elements of this film that everybody can be entertained by and that they can enjoy. And I went to the cinema and I came away thinking, you know what? It was adequate. It was a good watch. Good way to pass the time. But I'm sure that people with families, with children, they will enjoy it each more. And this is where I get on to this debate about, okay, why are we doing live action remakes? I know, like when you see the film industry nowadays, it's in a terrible state. Sequels, franchises, remakes, and now live action films. And is it really necessary? This one that's going to be coming out with Aladdin with Will Smith, I'm thinking, well, you know what? The first one was released with the late Robin Williams on mesmerising film back in 1992. And I'm sure if you were to release that cartoon now, it will still hold its own. The same with Lion King. These films are only about 24, 25 years old, but they can still stand. So what they aim to do, are they going to do something different besides making them live action? I don't know. But Dumbo, I can easily say, if you've got some time, you've got kids, nieces, nephews, and you want to take them to see something that's enjoyable, that's child friendly, Dumbo definitely does the job. And again, there's some really, really great set pieces from Tim Burton. It's got his stamp written all over it. And it was a real treat to see Danny DeVito and Michael Keaton interact again. After 27 years, Batman Returns, when they played Batman and Penguin. So, I will give Dumbo, when I be done seeing whatever scene, and I see an elephant fly. I love that tune. I will give this film a very, very strong 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. It's not a good film, it's not a bad film, but it's enough to get the job going. And the CGI elephant, adorable. So, that's my review. Subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments. What is your favourite cartoon or Disney film? And I shall see you on the next film review. Take care.